What was the purpose of the recent Mining Growth Development Task Team meeting? And why did AMCU boycott that meeting? Who in South Africa can claim to be the custodian of miners' rights? And can mining houses be persuaded not to retrench? What time is it? It's question time. Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Mpho Tsedu. Transformation of South Africa's mining industry continues to pose a challenge to authorities, with Minister of Mineral Resources Ngoako Ramatlhodi having recently released the final mining charter report. The report found that only 6.3% of South African mining rights holders comply with the requirements of the mining charter. Major stakeholders within the sector, including the Chamber of Mines and the National Union of Mineworkers, attended, while AMCU boycotted the gathering. While Minister Ramatlhodi has announced that a subcommittee would be established to help curb retrenchment, AMCU is reported to be seeking a monthly wage of 12,500 rands in the gold mining sector, where workers are currently earning around 6,000 rands per month. But how much can be said to be a decent wage for mine workers? A reminder that this is a live program and you can therefore air your views on the following numbers. These are new numbers, in fact. 089 11042110, 089 11042110. Those are our new numbers. My guests in studio: Joseph Matunjwa is the president of AMCU. Peter Bailey is the Health and Safety National Chairperson of the National Union of Mineworkers. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. AMCU, why didn't you attend that meeting?
Which meeting, by the way?
The one that was called by the minister.
I don't remember receiving such an invitation.
Yes.
But nevertheless, what was it all about?
Well, the NUM attended, I would suppose.
Yes, we did.
Yes. Let's talk about that firstly.
The intention is to speak about, amongst other things, the implementation of the mining charter and the compliance thereof.
Yes.
But also dealing with the current retrenchments in the industry.
Yes.
It is critical that all stakeholders must be there because we have members that are affected by this process.
Yes. And what about AMCU?
I mean, I've never come across any invitation that suggests to talk about the sketch of retrenchment by the minister.
Okay.
So, but however, we know those meetings are the PR exercise. You remember in 2013, Anglo-American Platinum were retrenching 14,000. The government intervened. They left us at nowhere, and we had to fight our own battles in order to save those 14,000 workers. To me, it's just another PR exercise.
So you don't think the government would be able to play a meaningful role in ensuring that retrenchments do not happen?
I mean, if government is really serious about playing a meaningful role, they should have started by compliance in terms of MPRDA social labor plans. Go and look around the mines. What are these companies doing? Recently, during the 2012 massacre, all the commissions, they find out that Lon Min, who was the one who was supposed to build about 5,000 houses, they only built one house. So there is no compliance whatsoever. So therefore, to me, yes, it's part of their work that they have to do, but there is no compliance, there is no enforcement to these companies.
Don't you think it would be a good thing to attend and go and tell the minister right in front of his colleagues and perhaps your colleagues as well?
I think if I was made aware, as I've said earlier on, that I don't recall the office informing us about any invitation with regard to that. But however, I'm still maintaining it's a PR exercise.
Okay. Indeed, the mining sector is facing retrenchments, and the mining bosses are saying if you continue to demand more money, we are actually going to shut these mines.
Before I get to that, I think it's important to remind my fellow comrade on this side that the invitation was extended. They are members of MITGAT, by the way. So I find it strange that they say that they did not receive the invitation. In 2013, when the retrenchments took place of the 14,000, yes, there were discussions taking place, only to reveal that the resolve of the strike, they waived their right to challenge the employer in the agreement that they signed. So what happened in 2013 and what is happening now is a consequence of an agreement which they entered into. The one that resolved the strike, that said we will not attempt to stop you if you have retrenchments that must take place. We will waive our right to contest you in the CCMA, all of that. So I think that Mr. Matunjwa has to go back to the drawing board and go back to his members and explain that. Yes, the mining industry is threatened. I was on air last week where one of the analysts said that the mining industry, or not the mining industry, the mining investors are going to withdraw from the country.
Yes.
Whether we ask for 2%, whether we ask for 20%, whether we ask for 20%. The strange thing about all of this is nowhere do we hear them say that executives and CEOs must tighten the belt. The exorbitant salaries and the unethical salaries that executives and CEOs earn, we don't hear them say that we're going to cut on those executive salaries. By the way, the retrenchments are affecting blue-collar workers. One of those blue-collar workers' salaries is not even a drop in the ocean in comparison. It's not a percentile of a CEO salary or an executive salary. So they should get rid of the executive and have a lean, mean, effective and efficient executive. The unfortunate thing is that while they threaten with these retrenchments, they never catered for rainy days. Surely, if you are so well educated, so well deserved of the salary you earn, you have to cater for rainy days. They have not done that. When there was an abundance of income, they splashed it out on unnecessary expenditures. Now that there is a dip, and everybody knows that the mining industry and the commodity prices does go through valiant peaks. Surely when you're at the peak, you cater for the valley. Okay. And we will oppose that with everything we have.
All right, hold the thought there. I want us to take a quick break. A reminder that you can call us and air your views on the following numbers: 089 1104210, 089 1104210. This is question time. Please don't go away.
Welcome to Network, a technology news program that also discusses what's trending in social media in and around Africa. MTN has launched its new movie and television streaming service, Front Row. If it's trending, we will find it. That's Network with me, Spumelele Zondi, every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. only on the SABC News Channel.
How's it, dudes and dudettes? Did you know that us young people make up more than like 1/3 of South Africa's population, but only like 1/4 of the voters? I mean, what's up with that? We're the ones who can make a difference. You, me, everybody. Register and make it happen. Cheers, dudes.
Welcome back. You're still watching Question Time, and the number to dial will be on the screen right now: 089 1104210. Please give us a call. Let's hear what you want to say. Perhaps you've got a question for our guest, Joseph Matunjwa, who is the president of AMCU. Peter Bailey represents the National Union of Mineworkers. Now, AMCU, the 12,500 demand still stands?
Yes, before we answer that one, yes, it stands. But let's correct, I'm not here representing government. I'm representing AMCO or representing any trade union. But let's put the facts correct. AMCO exercised its rights in 2013 to go on strike to protect 14,000 workers. We reduced that 14,000 to 1,400. Subsequent to that, the remainder were given an opportunity as an avoidance measure to do a reclaiming, of which we reduced that 1,400 to 380 today from 14,000. So I don't know, my colleague or my comrade, where does it get his facts right? They went to labor court. What did they achieve? Nothing. So that strike of 2 weeks is the one that rebutted the employer from dismissing 14,000 workers. At Harmony was restructuring. About more than 400 workers were to be dismissed. We intervened. We reduced the number to 0. Harmony is now busy wanting to close some of their shaft. There was no 12,500. NUM signed 7.5 or 8% 2013. But there is retrenchment. So therefore, there is no issue that AMCU is perpetuating the retrenchment or signing agreement with the employers that seeks to undermine the right of the employer. Then come to 12,500. I'll
give you an opportunity. I want us to take a call from Malatiele in Limpopo, who will respond to that 12.5. Malatiele, welcome to Question Time.
Thank you very much, Mpo.
Yes.
My question, I just want to take my question to Mr. Peter Bain, as whether where is the shares of the people of the Nisia mine that was supposed to be paid in last year? Thank you very much, Mpo.
Okay. Do you know about the matter he's referring to?
I think he is misrepresenting the fact, but I do know the issue.
Okay, quickly.
No. The last year, De Beers came back. You must remember there was a shares scheme called Bonahalo in De Beers. The NUM never condoned because the project, because we always have been of the firm belief that you don't couple worker shares with a BEE. It's got to be separated from that entity. Then the diamond price went way down.
Okay.
And as a result of that, Bonahalo was then technically bankrupt. They then sold De Beers because workers were coming up in revolt, then asked workers to sign to sell 2 shares of the existing shares so that they could give them a payment, and that did take place.
Okay. All right. Mr. Matinjwa, let's talk about the 12.5.
You remember 1943 there was a case in terms of living wage which was discussed with Chamber of Mines during those days. And then that subsequent to 1943 came to 1994, where there was a Lansdowne Commission which make it clear that Chamber of Mine is for the cheap labor and is not for a living wage, is for the supplementary income. So therefore, it is the policy of Chamber of Mine that they will never change the lives of the black mine worker, who working in the mine. You remember those years, during those 1940s, late 1940s, the black mine worker was earning 70 rand a month and the white worker was earning 878. And that structure has never been changed. Even in 1994, we were using the very same Cecil Road structure of paying black mine workers. No one wanted to entertain. They were using CPI, Consumer Price Index, for a person who's got a low base income. So therefore, we are saying as AMCU, we cannot keep on negotiating on percentile whereby the majority of the mine workers are in the low base. We are perpetuating this enslaved salary to the majority of the mine workers. So therefore, we believe that 12,500 as an entry for the lowest paid, it can take a worker somewhere, rather than this slave salary that is being paid to the majority of mine workers in the mining.
Odwa, you are in Marikana.
Yes, I'm in Marikana.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I just want to say to the comrade saying AMCU brought a retrenchment. AMCU didn't brought a retrenchment. Instead, AMCU gave us a living wage. Even in our homes, we managed to improve our houses and our children. We managed to take them to private schools. But if it was not because of AMCU, we couldn't do that. So I'm saying when we are saying go forward, AMCU, go forward.
Sibonga, comrade.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, clearly that's your member there.
whoever is the one who benefited, because you don't know whether it's our member. Because that agreement that we signed, it benefited even NUM members.
Okay.
So
No. You see, Amika Cabral says, tell no lies and claim no easy
victories. Who is lying?
Who's lying?
Unfortunately, my friend denies the fact that retrenchments were brought about. He claims today that they are the victors of those who reduced so many from being retrenched.
Yes.
It was the NUM, with the intervention of the Department of Minerals and Resources, who brought everything down. But it's fine if it gives him satisfaction to make those claims. And I want to correct this wrong statement. I did not say it is as a result of AMCU strike that workers got retrenched. No, I never said that. There is no strike there is no retrenchment justified whether workers strike or don't strike. There is no criticism towards the strike of the workers.
Okay.
There is criticism in the final agreement that is signed. And that agreement is where AMCU said, you have the right to retrench. Okay. We will not oppose you.
Okay. Sorry, can I come in?
Where
is that copy of that agreement where it says, because the 1,000, from 14,000, we reduced the impact into 1,400. That 1,400 was supposed to leave the mine premises by 2013, but we made sure that they are not out of the books of Anglo Platinum. And those workers were still working even today. We reduced to 308 as of yesterday. They are still at the mine. So we've been doing the recalling. I don't know which agreements that, because even the 308 from 14,000 that we managed to save, they still gonna be recalled if they happen to be the victim or they end up being retrenched. There is a clause of recalling for 12 months. So I don't know, where is he talking about? What is he talking about?
Okay, let's take Hubert. Hubert, welcome to Question Time, quickly.
My name is Rupert from Johannesburg.
Rupert, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to really express my displeasure with Mr. Mathunji. He's always lying, actually. He's always telling people that he never received invitation to important events. So that is a blatant lie. He knows very well that he was invited, and he always plays a victim card. So that has to be actually be seen by the public, that this guy is always lying and is misleading workers all over the country. Thank you very much.
All right. Mr. Mathunji, you will tell us why. I want to take a break quickly. When we return, let's talk about the lies. This is Question Time.
Welcome to Network, a technology news program that also discusses what's trending in social media in and around Africa. MTN has launched its new movie and television streaming service, Front Row. If it's trending, we will find it. That's Network with me, Spumelele Zondi, every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. only on the SABC News Channel.
Welcome back. You're still watching Question Time. I guess Joseph Mathunji from AMCU, Peter Bailey from the NUM. Mr. Mathunji, there's accusations of lies.
I mean, when he says lies, maybe he's working in our office, he's a PA or he's an administrator of AMCU. So why should I respond to this nonsense? The fact of the matter is that 2013 government intervened, but no jobs were saved. AMCU went on a 2-week strike, which resulted in saving those jobs. There is no other union. The agreement that is being referred into, that we sign that the employer can retrench as it pleases. Let them produce that retrenchment. And also, on record, Anglo Platinum has written to National Union of Mineworkers complaining about them by distorting the facts, of which they still have to respond to that letter, because there is no truth in what they are saying. We are not here for point scoring. The issue here is about the living wage. After 1994, the workers hasn't realized any living wage to date. The pay structures that has been protected by NUM for the last 21 years is the one that we want to dismantle.
Chris, you are in Mamelodi.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, doing well. Thanks for calling.
I'm good. Good evening to comrades there.
Yes.
Yes, Mpho. I just want to congratulate AMCU for taking authorities head on. You can actually see that the manner in which the government is addressing the concerns and the issues around the mining industry raises some eyebrows. Something is fishy there, because the government is not intending to intervene. So I would like to congratulate AMCU to keep on taking the authorities head on and making sure that the concerns of the miners are heard.
Okay. Thanks very much, Chris.
Thank you, comrade.
Mr. Billy, let's look at the solution to retrenchment. What is the NUM going to do? Because if the mining houses are saying we will shut the mines down, that's something they are likely to do.
I don't think so. It's a rhetoric that has been going on for years now. Whenever it is the bargaining season, which they call the silly season, the argument has always been that you must settle for as little as possible in order for us to continue enjoying the benefits and the profits. Even if they do, it's about time that the investors are taught a lesson, that they can't come into our country because we need them to invest and exploit at the expense which they are exploiting at.
Okay.
We will take them head on. It is critical. The unification of the working class at the end of the day is what is going to yield the necessary results.
Okay. Andrews, you are in Pretoria. Very quickly, please.
Yes. Now that the DBS has entered into being facilities with employees, I would like to find out from Mr. Matunja as to how, now that the employees want to come through and talk to them, how are they going to help? Thank you.
Okay. Did you get... Andres, are you gone?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Just repeat that. Perhaps let me just ask that you speak a bit louder as well.
Okay. I was saying earlier on, Mr. Bailey spoke about the Bonahano shares that employees have in DBS.
Okay.
Now, those employees, they want help they want to go through to AMCU. How does Mr. Matunja contemplate that they will be assisted?
Okay.
How Mr. Matunja?
Assist.
Yeah, because this is a point that you referred to. Perhaps just clarify quickly.
No. What the caller is basically saying, he says, now that you've heard, how can you assist them with Bonahalo?
The point is the whole system is flawed. The issue of this ESOP, employee share option scheme, doesn't fly. It just raises expectation to the workers. At the end of the day, as he correctly saying, after 5 years, they will sign, say after 5 years, there will be a maturity or there will be a payout. And then when the economic of scale changes, and then you find that the workers, there's nothing that they are receiving. Okay. We need to change such things to have maybe when the companies declare their dividends or their profit is when then the workers must catch up. Because this long term of employee ESOPs, it doesn't work at all. You go to Impala, it's the same cry. Unless we pin these employers that the employees must benefit directly from the profit and when the dividend is declared.
Okay.
There's something we need to clarify here.
Very quickly.
Because it's important that you understand. Not all ESOPs were in agreement with trade unions. There are those who are structured in the boardrooms. they get implemented without the workers having a say. Those where the workers have had a meaningful input and the trade union has driven that process, they have paid dividends, serious dividends.
Okay. Gentlemen, unfortunately we've run out of time, and let me thank you for the time, both of you. That was Question Time for today. Have yourself a wonderful time. Goodbye.